Welcome to the Traveling Zen Space. This is a yoga stretch sequence for registered nurses and healthcare workers. Feel free to skip or modify any posture that does not work for you today. And grab any props that you may need for support. Remember, your body is the guru. Honor and listen to it. Let's begin an easy seated pose, Sukhasana. Sitting up on a block or a bolster to raise the hips higher than the knees and lengthen the spine. Grow tall through the crown of the head. Start to draw your awareness towards your breath and the sensations of your body. And mentally create distance from the day, the moments before this moment right here. We're going to begin with some neck stretches. Drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Holding it here, bring the left hand out, hovering above the ground, flexing the fingers up. You can also just drop the fingers down to the mat. Breathing deeply into the left side of the neck. I'm going to drop the chin down towards the right shoulder, then draw it up. Just flow through this movement, moving the chin up and down. Getting deeper into the connective tissue of the neck and shoulder. You can hold the chin up now, stretching the front of the neck. Then draw the chin down towards the right shoulder. Option to use the right hand on the back of the skull to gently pull. Release, come back to center. Let's move over to the other side. Drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Hovering the right hand above ground. Flexing the right fingers, or you can place the hand down. Begin to move the chin back and forth. Then holding the chin up, breathing into the front of the neck, making sure to soften any other part of the body that might clench up. Then bring the chin down towards the left shoulder, an option to grab the back of the skull. Just a gentle pull, stretching more into the back of the neck. Inhale and release and come back to center. We're going to make some neck circles. There might be popping or clicking sensations as the air moves through the joint. We're going to reverse the direction of our circles. Bring the head back to center. Bring the hands to the tops of the shoulders and begin to make some shoulder circles, circling the elbows. Then we'll bring the elbows to touch and circle around. Shoulders down, heart forward. Releasing, wiggling out, circling the shoulders. We're going to come back to center. We're going to move through some seated cat-cows. On an inhale, send the heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale to round belly button towards your spine. Inhale, forward, shoulders back. Exhale, rounding the upper back. Release and come back to center. I'm going to sweep the arms up overhead, the palms come to touch. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus the arms. Cactus the arms, pull the shoulders down, heart forward. And one more time. And we're going to release. Bring the arms out to a T. We're going to stretch into eagle arms. Right elbow under the left elbow. Forearms wrap around one another. Or you can just rest the hands right on the shoulders. If you're taking full expression, the palms will come together. Draw the elbows up and the shoulders down as you breathe into the back of the heart. Inhale to release, arms come out to a T. Left elbows under the right elbow, wrapping the forearms around one another, palms come to touch. You're going to release and lift up and move your block or your bolster off to the side. Come onto all fours to set up for downward dog, spreading the fingers wide, hands or shoulders distance apart. Tuck the back toes under and send the hips up and back, keeping a nice generous bend in the knees. Then you can begin to walk your dog by dropping one heel, lifting the other, then switching and dropping the opposite heel. We're going to come up onto both tippy toes. We're going to move into a side body stretch. Drop both heels over to the left. Inhale, come back up to center on your tippy toes and drop both heels over to the right. Breathing into the left side body. Inhale, come back to center. Push into your downward dog. Then release the knees down. Set up the knees under the hips. Hands or shoulders distance apart, knees hip distance apart. We're just going to make some intuitive movement, just moving the spine back and forth. Warming up the joints of the spine and the hip. You can walk the hands forward. We're going to make some big hip circles. And then you can switch the direction of your circles, making the circles as big or as small as you want. Let's come back to center. Knees stacked under the hips, wrists stacked under the shoulders, coming into some cat-cow movement. Gonna inhale, drop the belly, send the tailbone up, heart forward. Exhale, push the ground away, belly button towards your spine. Inhale, tailbone up, heart forward. Exhale, round through the back. Link your breath and the movement and move through a few more cat-cows. Come back to center and tuck the toes under. I'm going to push back into downward facing dog. When you get into your down dog, on your next inhale, raise the right leg up towards the sky. Then exhale, draw the right knee forward, step the right foot between the hands. Drop the left knee down, untuck the back toes. You can bring your hands down onto the ground or onto a block. Letting the hips sink down, but keeping the hips squared. We're going to plant the left hand down and bring the right hand onto the right knee, twisting to the right. Inhale, come back to center, preparing for half Hanumanasana, half splits pose. Draw the hips back and come onto the right heel, flexing the right toes back. Using your blocks to bring the floor closer. Keep a soft bend in the right knee, breathing into the hamstring stretch. Let's incorporate a flow. Breathe and come forward into the low lunge. Then exhale, send the hips back into half split. Come forward as you breathe in. Send the hips back as you exhale. Move through this a couple more times. Set your blocks off to the side. Plant the hands, lift the left leg, and step back into downward facing dog, preparing for the left side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, send the left knee forward, the left foot steps between the hands. Set the right knee down, untuck the back toes, sinking the hips down. Plant the right hand, and bring the left hand to the left knee, and twist over to the left, drawing the shoulders down, sending the heart over towards the left. Inhale, come back to center, setting up for half splits. Come onto the left heel, flex the left toes back towards the face. Just hold and breathing into the hamstring. You'll inhale, move forward into low lunge, incorporating that flow. Exhale, send the hips back. Set your blocks off to the side, plant the hands down, lift the right leg, step back into downward facing dog. Bring the knees down to the mat, and we're going to swivel the right leg, setting the right foot off the right edge of the yoga mat. The left pinky toe side of the foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Come onto the right hand, right wrist right under the right shoulder. Left arm straight up, or option to draw the left arm. Option to incorporate some big circles with the left arm. Release. Let's move over to the left. Bring the left foot off the left edge of the mat. Setting up the wrist under the shoulder. Extend the right arm straight up, or option to extend it overhead, getting a side body stretch. Breathing into the side body, opening the heart forward. You can incorporate those big arm circles, stretching into the shoulder. Come back to center to release. Bring the big toes together and send the knees wide as the mat. Melt the heart down for child's pose. Breathing and melting the torso down to the ground. Inhale, lift up. Come over the legs to find our way onto our backs. Inhale and draw both knees in towards the chest, grabbing a hold of the back of the thighs or in the front of the shins, and take a rock from side to side. Releasing the back of the hips. Grab a hold of the outer edges of the feet, bring the soles of the feet together and push the knees away from the body. Holding it here, or opening up wide into happy baby pose. Drawing the shoulders down. You can hold in stillness or incorporate a rock here. Release the legs down. Take the heels to the corners of the mat. Take the arms out wide. Palms of the hands face up. Softening the back body, the shoulders. Soften the muscles around the eyes, the muscles of the forehead. Relax your jaw. Start to incorporate some small, gentle movements in the fingers and the toes. Maybe make some wrist circles. Take a big yawn with the body and stretch the body nice and long. Slowly roll onto one side. Just take a moment to pause. Extend gratitude to yourself for showing up for your mind, your body, and your spirit. Then gently push into the ground. Bring yourself up to a seated position. Feel the difference in the body. Inhale, sweep the arms out, around, and up. The palms come to touch. And bring the palms to come rest on the forehead as a reminder that you are the master of your Zen. Palms come to rest at the lips as a reminder to communicate our truth with authenticity and kindness. Palms come to rest at the heart center as a reminder to know thyself and love thyself. Thank you for practicing with me. Peace and ease to you.